Assalamu alaikum everybody, and welcome to the most important car review in the universe. What should you buy? The BYD Seal 6, also known as QIN L, or the CHERY ARRIZO 8 Hybrid. Today's review will be more practical and more informative, and I want to launch a new kind of videos for buyers that want to buy soul-crushing hybrid cars that they live with every day. Today we will even have our first drag race up to the insane speed of 60 kilometers per hour, because my channel is not capable of financing the rent of the racetrack, and we are working and making content with what we have. Anyway, I'm very happy with my subscribers, with viewers, and thank you so much, and thank to Allah for giving opportunity. Let's start with the design. CHERY's design is very conservative and little bit attractive. I especially like the design in the black color. In any other color, car is not appealing and looks like a toy box or something like that. It just doesn't look like a real car. In black, it's more believable. It doesn't look like an EV or any other gay cars that right now manufactured in China. Back of the CHERY 8 is from Toyota Avalon. You can see the resemblance here, and it's just copy-paste technology right now. And some bits are from other cars. I cannot remember from which cars, but I definitely know that the front and the other designs from other cars. And I can see that even Audi A7 somewhere here. I don't know how, but I have this strong feeling. Illumination in the front and in the back is very good, it's beautiful, and the main thing is that the car has the same concept. It looks like it came from the one designer, and it looks classy and neat. The BYD looks a bit scary. It feels like the car bit a lemon, especially when you look at the front headlights. They look really angry, like they ate not a fresh lemon, even spoiled lemon. The taste is much worse, and you can see that expression in the face of the car. The rear design is the copy of BYD Han, and I like it. It's nice, it's beautiful, it's very clean. You can see that the front and the rear came from the completely different cars, and there is no harmony in the design of BYD cars. In other cars, BYD, they try to make car look like it has a harmony and has the same design, same concept. Here, it's all messy. The wheels in BYD are very beautiful, and they look expensive and luxurious. CHERY is 5 cm shorter. Weirdly, the CHERY looks wider and the wheelbase looks bigger, but in reality BYD's wheelbase is longer, about 2 cm. The CHERY has a low profile tires, and my first thought was that this would affect the softness of the car, but in reality CHERY is much softer than the BYD. CHERY engineers use several Mercedes components in their suspension. This is the reason why it's so soft, and the car holds road perfectly. It's much better handling than in BYD. Under the hood we have a 4-cylinder 1.5-liter turbocharged engine that produces 143 brake horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. The engine is very quiet and you can barely notice when it's running. Battery is 18.3 kilowatt and will cover 120 kilometers on electric power. When the battery is fully charged, it delivers 204 brake horsepower. Together with the internal combustion engine, it produces 347 brake horsepower and almost 510 Newton meters of torque on the front wheels. This power is very limited in time. If you like, you will have this amount of power less than an hour of intensive driving. The acceleration from 0 to 100, fully charged, fully filled up the tank and ready to go, will happen in 7.3. The acceleration from 0 to 100 kilometers will happen in 7.3 seconds if you have full tank and if you have full battery charged. Weirdly, in CHERY my balls didn't hurt from radiation, everything was very nice, and the reason for that is that the voltage here is much lower. It's about 200 amperes, and compared to other Chinese cars that have 700 to 800, you can feel that the magnetic waves are not so severely attacking your manned private hood. The BYD also has 1.5-liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine that produces 101 brake horsepower. The battery is smaller than CHERY's, it's only 15.8 kilowatt with the power output of 217 brake horsepower. Combined power should be 300 brake horsepower, but nowhere it says that it has 300 brake horsepower. The torque is about 260 Newton meters, and the acceleration will happen in 7.5 seconds if you charge everything, but in reality it's very difficult to get 7.5 seconds. It's almost impossible. Even in the 8.5 it was difficult for us to get there. All these figures are confusing and very vague, and you cannot understand the reality of Chinese hybrid cars. So here is the first drag race up to 60 kilometers, and then we have drag race up to 100 kilometers. Starting from the standstill, and here we go. Here I accelerated after the BYD accelerated, so it's a advantage for BYD because I started later, and anyway BYD simply loses without any chance everything. Even in the sport mode, car was destroyed by the Chery. BYD had no chance. The interior of both cars is interesting. The Chery's interior is more luxurious and better to use. Let's look at the figures. So BYD screen is 15.6 inches and it can rotate and do backflips and entertain you in all the way possible. The Chery screen is 12.3 inches and it's fixed, but the quality of image is the same, excellent everywhere, the cameras are everywhere excellent, everything is nice. The BYD audio system is decent, 8 speakers, and everything is fine. The Chery audio system is excellent, 12 speakers and subwoofer in the trunk, and sound is very clear and nice. The BYD also has a refrigerator and head-up display. The Chery has cooling in the armrest and you have an imagination instead of head-up display. The safety also Chery wins here. The BYD has 7 airbags while the Chery has 10 airbags. The parking sensors also more numerous in Chery. There are 4 in the front and only 2 in the BYD in the front. The BYD has a good road sign recognition system, but Chery doesn't. I have no idea, does anybody use a road sign recognition system? Please tell me in the comments because I never heard of anybody using it. I like the seats in the BYD and I like the buttons in BYD. The buttons are soft to touch and they are physical and they are very operative. The seats are very soft, you enjoy them, and that's it. This is the only 2 things that BYD does better than Chery. Everything else is better in the Chery. A better audio system, better sound isolation, more space in the back. Even the car is shorter but it has more space. That's incredible. Everything is very nice. Quality overall is much better inside of the Chery than in the BYD. BYD claims that the car will cover 2,000 kilometers on a full tank and on a full charge. Several YouTubers in Uzbekistan have already done an honest test and it's not even close to 2000, and the real figure is that 1300 to 1400 kilometers. The Chery claim from the factory that it will do 1430 kilometers on a full tank and full charge. The real number is 1300 kilometers. And now let's do the honest test drive, and please let me know in the comments what do you think about the review. Driving of BYD is the weirdest experience I ever had in the car, in any BYD. This is for me the worst driving BYD I ever had. In my review, I have few of them, I think even maybe 10 cars. This one is the worst one. First of all, okay, let's start from the good points. Yeah, let's start from the advantages of the car. Seats incredible, very soft, amazing. The quality of the interior is nice. Everything is good. It's good, it's nice, it's typical BYD, it's not disappointing. It's nice. I like it, I enjoy it. It's good in every way. What else? Interior design is beautiful. I sit comfortably. The position, right now I put the seats at the lowest position. Anyway, I feel like I'm driving an SUV. The Song L model feels lower than this car. That one's supposed to be a crossover. This one is a sedan, but this one feels higher than that one. And in handling, you can feel that. This car rolls, this car wobbles, no handling at all. One of the worst handling cars of the BYD. Also, another horrible thing is the performance. So, when you floor it, the EV mode doesn't work. I put it in EV mode right now. So we are going 30 kilometers and full throttle. And then it just screams at you, not as I expected, not from other BYDs. Other hybrid BYDs, they fly away, they give you everything. This one just doesn't do it, it just can't. Right now we're going to enter a corner at 60 kilometers an hour, very aggressively, wet surface.
wobbling, not as sharp, not as dramatic, not very exciting. Just it feels like a Volvo. It does. Volvo is not a bad car, but this one feels for old people. Nothing special about it. What else? The ride quality is not good. The ride quality is so bad that you don't understand it. Uh, it's very hard on the low speeds and it's very hard on the high speeds. But the sound isolation, and because the seats are very soft, you don't feel like it's the fault of the suspension, but it is. You do feel every bump here, every imperfection of the road. You feel how corrupt politicians just stole all the money that were dedicated to the road surface of uh, your region, and you can feel that, and that's very disappointing. In the Cherry, it was much softer, but when I looked at the car, I was amazed. I thought the Cherry will be, yeah, definitely will handle better because it looks that it will handle better. It has wide wheelbase, it sits lower, the tires are very low profile. It's nice. It's not a you can understand by looking at the car how it will handle. This one, not always you can understand it, but assumption is there, and most of the cases you are right. This one is tall, wobbly, high, and you already understand. Okay, that's not gonna handle good. And it with its tallness, the headroom at the back is not enough. In Cherry, it's just plenty. You can do whatever you want to do there. Here is a little bit cramped. This one is not a bad car. If you want to buy a vehicle that has huge range, just enormous range to the moon and back, that doesn't handle, that has the softest seats in the world that you will enjoy, that also, what else? Has nice materials inside. I think this one is cheaper than the Cherry, I think. What else? Has nice illumination. Not a bad car, but it's very boring, not exciting, zero performance, even from the EV, even from the hybrid. Usually hybrids, they have this fast pull that helps you to drive it insane. Not always until like 100 kilometers stop, then the engine kicks in and then the performance goes away. Here it never comes. You never feel those performances. It just doesn't. It's just very slow from the beginning, and that's disappointing. If you want a car like this, you can buy this one. Personally, for my money, I would buy the Cherry because it's a brand new car. It's lighter, it's faster, it's more agile, it's more crazier. That's why I would choose the Cherry. Not a bad car for people who are 60 years old, 70 years old, basically Volvo drivers. Volvos are great cars. I love Volvos. But again, if you like it, you can buy it. When you drive this car after the BYD, this destroys it. It's softer, it's faster, it's so how much faster it is than BYD. I'm a very slow driver. I drive like a priest that doesn't violate children. Very slow, like old guy. My cameraman, he drives fast. He's 10 years younger than me. He has this wonderful racing blood in him. Every time we get in his car, he drives, I start praying, reciting Quran surahs for us to not get killed. This is how he drives. He drove BYD to give it back to the owner. I drove this car to pick him up. And we were not racing, just going fast. Not even fast, just obeying the rules, and he couldn't keep up with me in this car. I'm a slower driver, he's a much faster. Same concept of the auto building, hybrid system plus the battery, very different result, very different result. You get immediate torque here, EV torque here, you get EV power here without any drawbacks. When you floor it in the BYD, you get huge amount of shouting at you from the engine, no performance, nothing, and you just left there wondering what's going on, why there is so much shouting and nothing, too much fuss without any results. Here, quiet, in any mode, in eco mode, normal mode, sport mode, you floored car understands that you need all the power in the world. It gives you on the front wheel drive 300 brake horsepower, you fly away. Speed camera, let's put it in the eco mode. Let's put it in the eco mode. Eco mode. Eco mode right now. 1, 2, 3, go. Full throttle. Oh, блядь. Fucking flew away. It just flew away. Without any hint that it was in the eco mode. I don't understand how it works. Eco mode, normal mode, sport mode, same. You just fly away. Corner. 60 kilometers right now, and in the middle of corner, I'm gonna floor it. Yeah. Handles perfectly, brakes perfectly, everything just on the wet surface. It does stick to the road like it's glued, and that's amazing. It's very soft with the bumps. That was very unusual, didn't expect that. It's soft on the high speed, and on the low speeds with the bumps, it's nice. It's very, very nice. I like it. I love this car. It's an amazing car. Never thought that I'm gonna say that I really want to buy a CHERY Arrizo 8, because for me CHERY is this new unknown brand with rusty cars, with bad transmissions. Here right now they have 9 years warranty, and warranty for the body, the corrosion warranty also. What else do you want? It just flies away. This bump right now that I hit in BYD, we almost left our half of the cheek of our butt there inside. Here it's just something, it does it very good. And the wheels look very nice. They look performance-y. They look like a performance wheel. Performance-y. Anyway, so the fuel consumption is amazing. The only advantage that the only two advantages that BYD has. First one, seats are much softer than here. The ways here, the seats a little bit hard. You do feel like it is hard. There you just, so seats are very, very nice, and you get in the BYD seats, they just fly away with them. Second thing is the range. The range there is much higher. As I said before, it's bigger than here. Another thing I just remembered, the selector, the gear shifter. When you reverse the car, then you put it in the drive, and usually you think it's in the drive, but it's not. It's in the neutral. And then you're like, oh, what's happening right now? And you don't understand why it's in neutral. And that's very, very strange. Okay, and we're gonna floor it again in eco mode. Let's go. Instant power. Engine does work, but very quietly. You don't hear it at all. No vibration, no shouting, nothing, no drama. Immediately, 100 kilometers, within a few seconds, now the engine is working. I can hear it, but I cannot feel it. Just a little bit. That's, and compared to the BYD. In the BYD, I almost lost my hearing. That was something aggressive. Here, everything is excellent, excellent. Another thing I don't understand, why they, in every car that I see from China, they give you only one phone charge. This one is just phone holder. That's very strange. It's very, very strange. Very weird for me. Any gap you see when you do the U-turn, you will have it, because this car immediately will give you everything. There is no delay in the power. In BYD, my cameraman almost crashed at the U-turn. He was like, I thought it will fly away. It didn't fly away. We almost died. I'm like, yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth that you're gonna encounter. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think is the best vehicle for you between two? Do you agree with me or not? Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking, for commenting. That supports my channel, gives me more opportunity to be much happier and do what I love, doing the car reviews. That's an excellent thing. Thank you so much. Please share this video and write your opinion about the content that I'm making. Take care and bye bye.